Hi, I'm Colette, and this is Janice, and we're IBCLCs at the Breastfeeding Resource Center in Abington, Pennsylvania.
Great. This is one of our breastfeeding problems videos on our YouTube channel, Breastfeeding Resource Center. And today we are talking about blebs.
So they have various names. Sometimes they're called blebs, sometimes they're called clogged nipple pores, and sometimes they're called milk blisters. But no matter what you call them, they hurt like crazy. And some of you may be wondering what they look like. We're going to give you a quick look. I hope you're not eating because it's pretty bad. Really quick look at what a bleb looks like. Doesn't that look painful?
Wow, nice nitpick, Colette. Well, let's get down to business and talk about what this is. What is a bleb? Obviously from the picture, it is a big old blister on the nipple that milk is stuck in. So we don't completely know what causes this, but let's talk about the two theories as to what they are.
Yeah, the first theory is that a mom is suffering from a plugged duct and it works its way down through the ductal system and gets stuck at the tip of the nipple. Ouch.
Right. Another possible cause is that the skin grows over the nipple pore opening and it blocks the milk from flowing through.
Either way, let's talk symptoms. What does this look and feel like? You know what it looks like, the big old blister at the tip of the nipple.
Well, it feels like really bad latch-on pain. It can be like a stabbing pain that might be worse at latch-on and kind of dissipates as the feeding goes on.
Yeah, and the blister might look bigger right after feeding or right after a pumping session. So keep your eye open for that. Also, moms may experience a vasospasm of the nipple, and we have a whole nother video on vasospasm if you don't know what that is. But basically, the nipple blanches white after the feeding or the pumping session, and mom gets a really bad burning sensation. Not fun.
Okay, so what do we do about them? One strategy is to soften the nipple tissue and open up the pore. So how do we do that? We can use Epsom salt solution and a little bit of warm water. So maybe like a teaspoon of Epsom salt to 1 cup of warm water and soak your nipple in that. After you open the pores, you want to try to work it through. So what's our best use to work it through? A baby or a pump. You know, use that pressure to try to suck it through. So Epsom salt solution, let the baby nurse or pump, and then the next thing you want to do is you might see that nipple, you might see that bleb kind of poking through at that point. You might want to kind of scrape at the skin a little bit to try to open it up and then push it through, like gross, like popping a pimple. So kind of work that through. Be careful, you don't want to scrape that delicate nipple tissue though.
Yeah, another technique is the use of breast massage, and Maya Bowman has that great technique she uses where you start at the base of the nipple. So you work your way around the base of the nipple, and you do periodic hand expression while you're doing that, and gradually work your way back towards the chest wall. So instead of pushing out from behind, you gradually work back and create an avenue for the milk to flow. Also, these blebs have been tested, and there are inflammatory histocytes, which basically means there's a bunch of inflammation around there, and if we reduce it, it may be easier for the plug to get out. So putting on a 1% hydrocortisone on the nipple and covering it with some plastic wrap works great. You want to do it right before a long sleep that the baby might have. So if your baby typically sleeps for maybe a 4-hour period, fingers crossed, you can put it on there. Then take the plastic wrap off. If there's any ointment left, you can wipe it off and nurse the baby. You could do it once a day, but it usually works pretty quickly, and moms have had a lot of luck with that.
Great. Another thought is using lecithin. We talked about this a little bit with our plug ducts talk last month. It's recommended using 1 to 4 1,200 milligram caps per day. It's supposed to reduce the stickiness of the milk and help the milk flow a little bit better. If you're still having no luck, you've tried the Epsom salt soaps, you've tried the hydrocortisone, you tried lecithin treatment, and you're still not getting anywhere with this bleb, a breast surgeon might be able to help. They might be able to dilate the duct and kind of pull that milk through.
Yeah, either way, it's really painful, and we're sorry if you're experiencing this, but once you get that through, you'll be pain-free and happy again. So, work at it.
Well, that's all we have for you today from the Breastfeeding Resource Center. Again, I'm Janice, this is Colette, and we'll tune in next time on our YouTube channel where we're talking about another breastfeeding problem. So, what do you think it might be? You have excruciating latch-on pain, you have burning nipple sensation after the feeding. Could it be vasospasm? Could it be thrush? I don't know. We'll find out next time when we talk. Have a great day. Thanks so much.
Bye.
All right. Not so great.